Welcome to Drizzly's Low-Key Valheim server, episode 9. Today we're going to talk about Grayling tossing. Accidentally. Right, so I came to this new continent, was building a little shack for my portal, and this Grayling harassed me. So I put a fire by him, and he didn't do anything about it. And so I started to feel kind of attached to him. He started to feel like a little pet. I know he doesn't love me. I know he'd kill me if he could, and I know I can't domesticate him, but I still decided I'd call him Bob and keep him around the house. So we'll build the house around him and see how long he lasts. So I go out and about down to my boat to get my portal ingredients. I'm starting to think, Bob could be my portal guardian. And so we have Portal Guardian Bob, and I've started to really feel very attached to Bob. But first, let's get the portal up. And see, he looks like a guardian. He's watching the door and everything. So those of you on the server, port 8. If you can get to Drizzly's farm by boat, by swimming, or by portal, then you can take Portal 8 and get to this new continent. There's been nothing harvested other than the trees I've used to build this stuff. And you could get some good resources. There's lots of tin and copper to the north of me. I don't know what's to the west and south. It looks like a black forest biome. So come on over when you can. So I think we of course will need a chimney if we're going to build this fireplace inside with Gate Guardian Bob. So it's going to be kind of weird. I think that we're not going to want to do this. We'll prevent the smoke out, but then what's the point of having Bob if we kind of shunt him out? We'll never get to see him. So let's get rid of this and make a little more room for Bob, and we'll do it different. Oh, Bob! just as we're getting attached to Bob, he throws himself into the fire so as not to have to serve as the guardian of the portal, as Gozer, the Garzarian, and the Keymaster. So I guess we'll just build a normal little building without a Gate Guardian and without a Bob. But anyway, everybody can feel free to use this portal now to this new place, and that would be it'll be fun to see you running around here. So I speed things up a little bit because nobody wants to see me just chop wood. I'm wondering, what do you guys think about the contrast of the manic spastic accelerated movement when I'm trying to have a low-key server, right? Does the juxtaposition of the fast music and hopping and stuff, does it make you uneasy, or are you glad to not have to endure every tree chop for a second? Let me know. So let's pack up this stuff, and there's a Grayling. I like to smash them, so let's go. Wind up for the pitch. Oh, he misses. That's strike 1. Strike 2. He went pretty far. Let's see that again. Yeah, that's That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And now I think a new pastime is born. Um, yeah, we got to get this new pastime started. So I returned to the scene of the crime the next day to see how far I actually tossed this grayling. And what to my wondering eyes should appear but another grayling, but no tiny reindeer. Two graylings. So let's boom. Let's see that again. And oh, he hit me. I think that threw it off. He hit me twice. Oh la la. And again. Yeah, it looks like both times I got hit. Boof. All right. All right. Yeah, so now I'm starting to think, how far can we really toss these guys? They don't seem to have gone as far as last night. That means last night's toss must have been exceptional. So let's set up a course to measure how far they go. Oh, and we better gather some wood to do that. So we'll gather a little wood. I hope the manic music. Oh, but what also flies? Yeah, yeah, graylings fly too, but they don't seem to fly as well. They don't seem to fly as well. Still, I would have been perfectly happy with that before I started measuring it. Um, but yeah, graylings also fly. It's not just for. Necks also fly. It's not just for graylings. So I'm going to set up a course and kind of estimate how far away that went, and it looks like this one in particular went about 10.5 units. So I guess there's 2 meter bars, so that'd be 21 meters. So that's pretty good. Although I think last night's went farther, not further, farther. So I wonder, maybe that neck was a fluke. Let's try a couple more necks and see if I can toss them as far as I tossed the grayling. So come up on approach. I'm gonna knock him over, and yeah, again, I would have been happy with that till I started really paying attention. And oh, even worse. Topography has something to do with it, but I wonder if graylings just don't toss as far. So anyway, back to oh, look at that. Look at that. One more shot at it. You come on, you got to line them up right. Got to line them up right, and they don't want to cooperate. They do not want to be tossed. Use this railing to confuse them. And then, oh my God! Oh God! Oh, yeah, that I call a splatter. That we call a splatter. Yeah. Okay, I can't complain about that one. I mean, he might have got a little farther if there wasn't the log there, but there's definitely a log there. So yeah, let's set up another measuring bar. So we have like a field, uh, like like at a driving range. We can better estimate how far this guy went. Um, I think that would be a fine idea, especially if we're going to have competitive grayling tossing. on the server this weekend. I think that'll be a fun thing to do with our Vikings on the low-key server. It's kind of like playing croquet on Memorial Day, except with Graylings and fireworks. So we'll aim from here. We'll aim straight out, down range, off that way, and that'll be the course. Then everybody has equal topography. And remember, to get here, just get swim or take a boat or take a portal to Drizzly's farm, and from there you can grab portal 8, and it'll take you right here, and you can try your hand at tossing Graylings, tossing necks. I mean, I think there's a lot of room for improvement in the neck tossing department. And we need some wood if we're going to build a course. Of course. Yeah, overhand chop, and boom. So what are the rules to this? You gotta start at the beginning of the range, you gotta line them up, and measure from the starting line to the resin drop that they leave. And I suppose we'd go by neck tails, and if we do that, I guess you're kind of screwed if the neck doesn't drop a tail. So I hope when you do well that the neck will drop a tail. So let's put a little starting line here. I think we'll put it here for lining up the other railing, but we'll have to remove them later so that they don't prevent you from getting a Grayling in the firing range. So yeah, so let's lay this out and see how far away that was. Yeah, they don't do much good underground, so let's get out the hoe. Let's get out the hoe. The hoe needs a little exercise, so let's get it out. Yeah, and I think I'm thinking, looking at that crafting station boundary, that would be an interesting way to define the range. We're gonna need another one anyway. We don't have one inside yet, so we lost Bob. We lost Gate Guardian Bob, so I think we can put a workstation. We don't need a club or a hammer. We need a workstation. So let's put a workstation in the house. So everybody coming through can repair their stuff, except for, of course, their mace if they have one. And yeah, so the dotted line there could be interesting, but I think if we put one at the starting point, it's just going to get in the way of getting the Graylings lined up in the range. So I think we're not going to build another bench at the start of the Grayling driving range. I imagine. Well, I was thinking that those of you that are up in these high and unusual biomes might be able to get quite a bit of height and distance out of them. But you would have to, since they don't spawn in the mountains, as far as I know, you'd have to get them to follow you up there without being killed by anything in order to fling them off a mountain, and I guess you would deserve bonus points for that. But in the meantime, those of you on the server, come on over here to the farthest west continent, and we'll do this. And I think we're like over 20. We're over like 13 bars, so that would be like 26. That'd be 26 meters for our current record. And I think he would have gone a little farther. Again, not further. He would have gone a little farther had he not hit the log. But that's part of the game. So let's have all you guys take a couple shots this weekend. Let's gather up some of that tasty stamina mead just for fun, and play some croquet. Thanks for joining us today. And anyone else, how far have you tossed a grayling? How far can you toss a grayling? I'd love to know. What do you think the topography effects are? And did that one work better because I got hit, or did it work worse when I got hit? I tend to think it worked worse. Anyway, thanks for joining us. I'm gonna check out now. Have a good one.